Empires rise and fall, civilizations decline. It's such a shame because the patriotic Brit in me is genuinely appalled at how it was the largest empire on earth. The good old World War II days, stiff upper lip. Britain was such a beautiful country. The countryside to this day is still beautiful if you can avoid the crime-ridden cities. It's truly a shame what's happened to that amazing nation. They have failed because they have abandoned their age-old traditions. They've abandoned their religion. Christianity has failed to preserve any morality amongst the populace. It's failed to be a fearsome ideology that people do not want to fight against. So Christianity as a religion has failed by extension. And the UK is now attempting to use civility and legality to fight against absolute savagery, which is an extremely inefficient way to fight. Efficiency wins, and they will always lose. If you have people who can get whatever they want with 3 inches of sharpened metal, and your enemy against this is 2-year court cases, human rights objections, a lawyer, a legal team, tag, home leave, cultural differences, how could you possibly win? They can go to Wilkinson's and spend £2.50 and get whatever they want. You spend millions and millions and millions, and you can't even beat the guy. It is an inefficient system, and they are going to lose. The general populace are afraid to speak. They're afraid to stand up and talk about the true issues. There are people who are exploiting the UK because of its softness, because it is a soft target. Hard times, we know this one and how that all ends. And the UK is at the decline of its empire, and there is nowhere for it to go but down. There is no way they can possibly fix it because the populace itself are not acknowledging the problem to its true extent because they're matrix-minded and the news says it's not that bad. And they're also not hard-hearted enough to fix it. We're in Dubai now, where you have 200 different nationalities, an 85% immigrant rate, and 0 crime. Do you know why? Because people fear the law. It's kind of like if you walk into someone's house and it's pristinely clean, when you finish with your cup, you'll take it out. But if you walk into someone's house and it's a shithole, when you finish with your cup, you leave it on the table. Who cares? It's a shithole. And that's the problem we have with the UK now. When you walk into Dubai, everyone behaves, so you behave. When you walk into England, nobody behaves. So why the fuck would you behave? And nobody's scared of the law. Nobody's scared of their religion. Nobody's scared of the average English man. And it's actually a shame because the British were a warrior nation, perhaps the best in the world at it. The average English-British man is too busy fighting against his fellow man for some football game as opposed to fighting against anything important. The whole nation, head to toe, has failed, whether it's the way men interact with women, the way that children are raised, the things they teach in school, the family unit, marriages, the legal system, the financial system, the judicial system, the political system. The fact you cannot walk down the street alone at night with a nice watch that you worked your life for without getting stabbed to death by somebody who wasn't even born there proves that it is a failed nation state. And I absolutely not recommend anybody with any money to fucking leave.
This show is called Disruptors. What does the word disruptive mean to you, Andrew?
I like the idea that disruptive makes people think, right? Everyone's on this train track and it's leading everywhere it's supposed to lead, down the matrix pre-agreed schedule, and all of a sudden there's a tree trunk and it has to stop and you have to think. My primary goal when I speak is to make people think. This is why I am deliberately provocative sometimes. Sometimes it's why I swear, like we discussed earlier. Because by saying things that jolt people's brains a little bit, they might slow down and think and absorb. If I sit and I don't talk as aggressively or quickly or compendiously or concisely, or if I don't swear, then it's very easy for it to go in one ear and out the other. So my talking style is designed to disrupt. So it seems like I'm on the exact right show. I'm in the place I'm supposed to be.